Hi, this is Steve Walton from Tropic Heating and PatioHeat.com. This is a residential application, so there's a couple of issues that I want to be aware of here. And number one is there's a television set here, and that television set has a cover that looks like it swings up and out of the way so you can view the TV. Also, there are three different types of seating positions here. This is kind of a reclining area right here. Over here, reclining. A little dining space over here. Then there's actually kind of a countertop cooking area. And then back over here, there's some bar stools. So those are all the three areas I want to be addressing. And then also, you might notice this looks like it's on a hillside. So I'm guessing there's a possibility of windy conditions at times, and that's something that you want to be aware of as well. On bluffs and hillsides, the wind, when it comes up over the edge, at times it can increase in its velocity as it comes up over the edge and speeds up, and then that could hit the patio as well. One last thing I noticed, and this might just be part of the structure repair or something, it looks like this is an angle, so I'm assuming that this top here is all level and flush. That's going to be important also to be aware of. So let's go ahead and look at what we can do here. First of all, we have the different areas here, as you can see. Now my TV set here is going to be a little bit different as far as its dimension. I don't have the perfect dimensions, nor do I have most of these dimensions. This is just mostly matching the photo to this drawing here. So I hope this works out fine. I think it will. We'll go into the dimensions first of all. Customer stated that the points from here to here to here are 14 feet. So I have 14 feet to center, and then 14 feet center to center here. You can see that back here, and then this would be 28 center to center. Here I'm guessing at the mounting height, or excuse me, the height of these lumber pieces here that are at 10'6", and then down here I have this at 9'4", 9'5" roughly. So one important aspect is going to be the distance between each one of these. I think they have these at 2x6s. So you can see that the distance I have, the opening here is 1 foot 10 inches. That's going to be very important as far as how I place this equipment in this design. Let me go ahead and turn that off and look at the units. Go back here. All right, so you can see here I have basically 5 units. So I have 2 units over here and then 3 units over here. You can see they're not uniform in their position, and the reason behind that again is this TV cover. So what I've done here is I've basically mounted the units in between these beams here. These are 5 inches in length. These are actually, I should say, these are the CD 6024 6000 watt 240 volt heaters. They're 5 inches in length here, and with that and the 6 inches of clearance on the sides, you can see that we're meeting the clearance with that opening. So again, that opening is a very specific and requirement that we need to make sure we're addressing. Now, how you mount this, you could put simply a bar across and then mount this to that bar. You can see that these brackets are a little bit higher, so you might have the a steel bar, whatever the height of this is. Maybe that's an inch above this line here. We can, depends on what the customer is truly at, but you can put a bar and steel bar rather, and still meet the clearances because the steel is not combustible. Or you can put it across the top and then put a riser on either end to make the exact dimension that you're looking for, so that the bottom of the heater is at the same elevation as the bottom of these beams here. So now you can see here, the reason I've chosen this space is because, you know, there's a seating space down here. We want to heat that area. If we turn the array on, you can see that, you know, we're able to capture most of this seating position here. This is the heater pointed straight down, and that's the only way we could do that. Otherwise, the clearance above or below the heater, which you can see here, would not be met. If we angled the heater, then our clearance would be coming into this zone right here. So that's why this heater is straight down and at the same elevation as the bottom of these beams. With the door that I built here, the swing out door for the cover for the TV, I'm not hitting that area. So again, I'm not certain of that dimension, but you need from the edge here to the edge over here 18 inches of clearance on the front of the heater. And you can see over here now I've used the 6,000 watt unit again. You can go down to a 4,000 watt unit, but this is kind of a really, you know, low application as far as the seating position. So I would want a warmer heater on that specific spot. I'm going to go ahead and turn this combustible off here below. We'll go back into that in a second, but yeah, this is a very low seating position, and I think the hotter heater would be a nicer application. You can go with the control system, so you can dim the unit down from 1% on to 100% on, and that would be a good way to get around that. And then of course you can see I have the same units as this over here, the 6,000 watt, and this here actually. This would heat up the table area and cooking zone over here fine just as well. Now standing up here, you might want this to be a again adjustable, so that you can, you know, if you're cooking and you're a little bit too hot because you're standing and you're closer to the unit, you can dim that down so it's still comfortable for you. Over here now I have a 4,000 watt unit. I can't see using a 6,000 watt unit on a bar stool seated height, because in the majority of times that would be way too hot. But you can see I have this, so it's 6 inches from the edge, and the same with the unit back there. Even though that they're a 6,000 watt and a 4,000 watt unit, their side clearance is still 6 inches, and you can see that 6 inches here. So you can see I'm meeting that. And then how you mount that is going to be something you'd have to get a little creative as far as where you place the unit. So like I have it placed centered between this countertop here, so you may have to build something to support that over here, or you could even make your own custom bracket that would allow that 6 inches of clearance, and then the unit to come down, you know, in this fashion, straight down again. Now you could actually technically angle this unit and this unit outwards, because the clearance, if you tilted it away from the structure, then this clearance issue here is going down, and you're not penetrating this. So that's something that you can do. Now something I just noticed here is that I'm not meeting the clearance over here, so you may have to move this unit a little bit further to the left here so that we can meet that clearance. And I'm just going to eyeball it here, so you can see that we're still hitting the patio, the bar stool area fine, but you know, we're not hitting it quite above where I'd like to see it. So, but that's because of this beam over here. So let's see if there's anything else I wanted to talk about. I really think that's it. All right, if you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application, send us an email to support@patioheat.com. I'm Steve Walton from Tropic Heating and patioheat.com, and we appreciate if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. It just helps the algorithms of YouTube, and we don't do any monetization with this channel, because we're just trying to assist our customers directly with a helpful video that makes sense to you. All right, thank you very much. Have a great day.